Hey doing everyone, welcome back to the episode of KryptoPlayboy. My name is Seymour. Let's get into today's episode. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's get straight into it. Alright guys, we're back again with the one and only Mike the WaveGuru. Here he is. Now guys, I'm a bit out of it today, feeling a bit rough or under the sea as I'd say. So I'm going to be letting Mike take over today. He's going to be doing the whole show for you. So take it away, lovely Mike.
Yeah, no worries, Simo. Thanks for having me on once again. But so today's going to be a little bit of a quick one. I'm just going to be going over 4 markets. I'm going to be going over gold, Nasdaq, oil, and US 30, aka the Dow. So first and foremost, we'll hop into my documents over here. Summaries I've made of the overall move on a higher time frame, and then I'll slowly go into the lower time frame as I go into these documents. So a lot of the times in these wave based, so I'm not actually going to talk much over it, and I've actually made some informational trends and direction of the market, and then I refine it supply and demand level, as well as based off of potential wave retracements, into getting exactly when a potential reversal can occur. So as you can see over here, I've got these supply zones over here, and then you can see them literally price fall into it and start to drop. And this is all done by combining the two, which is getting direction via waves and then getting more precise through figuring out where institutions are looking to bring price. So I'm going to skim through these, and then I'll go into the conclusions of all markets at the end. But if you want to figure out more about wave theory, which is what I use, I've recently made a slideshow with a bit of a voiceover of the basics of wave theory, which I will be dropping in the group soon. So if you're not in and you want to get a little bit more information on everything, you can hop in the group and you have access to all my material there. And if you have any questions, you can always feel free to reach out to me. I'll be active most of the day, and if I don't find you, just drop me another text. But here we are. I'm just going to keep going through it, a little bit of skim in case someone out there does know wave theory. So then we got US 30 over here. So basically overall for these markets, I'm currently waiting for oil right now. So oil was a good short over here at around this zone. You could have actually shorted 1, 2, 3, 4 times. This is a very key supply zone. In fact, there's now a lot of liquidity above this level. So what liquidity is where people's stops will be. So if you're in a short, you're more likely, all the stops for the short will likely be all stopped out once this is broken. And the reason why I was looking at this zone very, very eagerly is because after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where the 3 is extended, which I even wrote over here, I didn't even know that was there, but there it is. The retracement afterwards tends to always fall into the price zone of where the 4 ended. So I had a supply zone literally match up perfectly with that, and that's why I was eyeing that very, very eagerly. So now what we can see is the start of the C. I've got some more levels that it can fall into just below here. And what I would wait is for either one, a correction then continuation down, or a fall into these levels here, sweeping up this liquidity on these lows, and then a potential buy to end off the C. Now moving on to gold. If you guys weren't watching the markets, gold has been basically booming for I don't even know how long. I was calling a buy roughly around here, and as you can see, people held. I mean, I probably wouldn't know them anymore. They might have blocked me on everywhere and gone bought a vacation home somewhere. But regardless, what's happened now is we see this very extended looking move up here. And when I say extended, I mean it needs a correction. So I had these supply zones, again, up over here, which is where in likely areas it could choose to turn around. And what we can see is that exactly happened. So what I'm waiting for now for gold is it should definitely continue to go down deeper. And it should definitely go up in complexity. And what I mean by that is this wave down should break up into more mono waves. So just break up into more types of sections. So what I can see is it can fall up into this zone here. And then once this happens, we could potentially catch on the short and get in nice and early for it to continue going down. So that's currently what I'm eyeing for gold at the moment, just a waiting game. So now we can move on to NASDAQ. Now NASDAQ over here, we've got this overall WXY, and again, you'd learn what a WXY if for everyone in the group. Just keep an eye out for the content. I'll be submitting it soon. And now we've got this recent move up. Now this recent move up could very well potentially end now, but I do see it going a little bit higher to just about here. If it breaks this red line though, we see a stage 2 confirmation for an entirely new move up. So as for NASDAQ, it's kind of awkward because it's now in the middle of moves. We could have caught it here, but for now it's currently here and it's hit all the minimum requirements for this move to be satisfied. So I would actually just be waiting on NASDAQ for a minute now or however long to create some new formations that I could get in nice and early on. And now for the last market of the day, which will be US 30. So US 30, if I'm going to zoom out a little bit, go on a little bit of a higher time frame, we've got this WXY, and at the top of this X is a supply zone. So what you can see is this retracement up here, it sweeps up liquidity but fails to touch into the supply zone and then continues down. Now this is an ABC, and now we have a WXY up, and now an ABC followed by WXY within this C. So for US 30, I'm now recalling as I'm reading the chart once again here, is there's a few options. So number one, this could actually potentially end up being an impulse formation up, and this correction could be a 4. But the movement inside the what I've labeled the WXY is a bit characteristic of a double zigzag, because the final move, the Y, does look like a Y and looks a lot less like an impulse pattern, because a lot of rules for an impulse pattern would be broken. Once again, you'll know all the rules if you're in the group. So then this post-market action, this is definitely an ABC. This move down here now, this could very well be the C, this right here, and it won't go over here. However, this could also be the A, B, C within the C. So now there's two options for my eyes in US 30. Number one is this move is a completely different move and potentially the correction that's ABC, or the second wave of this first move up and it continues higher. And for that, we'd have to see this break over here. And if this breaks over here, we'd have to see some type of break over here. The second thing is it's actually going to go deeper, and this is the second part of the C. So for that, this would be a B. This wave over here is very characteristic for a B wave. And for this to be a B wave, the maximum retracement a B wave can be is 132.8% of an A wave with impulse characteristics, which is what we see here. So this is this dotted line here, which also falls directly into the supply zone above, which recently, as we can see, has proven to be a very, very key level. So what we could see is it fall into the supply zone, potentially even sweep up this liquidity and then reject. And if it rejects, we'd be looking for something similar to what I've seen on gold, which is we have a very strong move down and then we see some type of retracement up and then we can enter. So that's what I would be waiting for currently on US 30. I'm basically just waiting for it to choose what it wants to do. But as of right now, it's a waiting game to see if it's going to just be an entirely new move up, or potentially as part 3 of this whole move going up, or if it's going to go up a little bit into the supply zone, or maybe even touch into this small one again, which we can have a look at, and then continue to dive a bit deeper. So for now, I'm just waiting for some strong movements in either one of the directions, and whatever it is, I can get in on it. But another thing for this move is it could actually now be the start of the third part of this move down. But the thing is, this move over here is just a bit ugly. It would make sense for maybe A, B, C. I could see that, but for now it's not clear enough for me to make any type of entry or anything like that. I might draw up a bit of levels just in case on the off chance it starts to push down really hard and be potentially impulsive. I could get in early, but if we also take a look at momentum, we've got some very bearish divergence. However, the market keeps going up. So this could actually be where the market will go down, but I could see it potentially going back up again and then continuing down. So for now, I will just wait for US 30. So the main one that could be active sooner than later would be gold. So some type of move up into these levels and then continuation down, or oil going down here and then strong movements up. So that's my overall basis on the markets I'm currently looking at. And for anyone inside the group, if you have any questions, drop me them inside the chat room. Just at me, and I'll be keen to respond to you as soon as I can. I think you're muted.
There you go. You can tell I've got problems today. I can't get my microphone to work. Yeah, thanks for that beautiful update, and hopefully everyone listens to what you have to say. And we'll be back next week with my face on camera, hopefully. Should be feeling better.
Of course, yeah.
As always, love the updates, Mike, and I'm sure everyone out there does. Guys, if you do, like the videos, subscribe to the channel, and join the Discord. It's pretty easy to do, and you can learn a lot in there. So get into it.
Safe. Yeah, definitely join, guys.
All right.
All right.
I'll talk to you soon, Mikey, and we'll catch everyone later.
Yeah, speak soon. Take care. Ciao.